I find it extremely telling that so far Donald Trump has had nothing to say about the assassination attempt on Josh Shapiro's life. Shapiro is the Pennsylvania governor who also happens to be a Democrat. Now, Trump loves his socials. He's posting about anything and everything all the time, but he's 24 hours had nothing to say about this. Now, we all know that had Shapiro been a Republican or someone close to Trump, Trump would have been all over his socials immediately posting about how evil Democrats are, that is part of some sort of liberal plot, that Democrats have to be stopped at any cost because they're trying to take over the country. Now, this event is not just an attack on our democracy, right? These kinds of tragic events are terrifying insofar as there's someone showing that they don't have a respect for our system of governance, but it's also a man's life here. The dude that was doing this was planning to beat him to death with a hammer, for crying out loud. Yet Trump still has nothing to say. And why? Because these kinds of tragic events are always a matter of political expediency for Trump. When things like this happen, think about all the terrible things that happen in our country. For Trump, they're always a matter of how can I use this to help myself gain greater power or use this to reinforce my brand. This is a man who had the wherewithal when someone tried to assassinate him. He got up and raised his fist, and now he has a photo of that put up of himself. Why? Because at the end of the day, he knows that this is good for his branding. Shapiro is one of the best people who might be able to go up against the Republicans and possibly Trump in the next election cycle. So for Trump, this is deeply problematic because this is someone who now can show that they have a similarity to Trump. It's just a political problem for him. So he has nothing that he wants to say about it. There's no compassion to offer, despite the fact that he's been through this kind of event himself. So the long and short of it is we can always remind ourselves that for Trump, there is no humaning. There is no matter of people and individual tragedies, traumas, or triumphs. It's always a matter of power and how to use these kinds of events to gain himself more power. In this particular case, it's actually politically potentially bad for Trump, which isn't something that anyone should be thinking about at all in a moment such as this. But the fact of the matter is Trump is upset right now that this event happened, not because its impact on Shapiro, but because it's something that potentially could be used against Trump and against Republicans. Thanks so much for watching. If these kinds of issues are ones you want to see more about, please click on that subscribe button right there. Every day I try to post on politics, science, and current events from a philosopher's perspective. You'll find on my page also longer videos where I really get into the details on these things. I hope to see you again soon. Have a great day.